Opening, captivating, urgent, and emotional tone. Have you noticed how scammers are getting eerily smarter and more ruthless every single day? What used to be a simple phone call or a fake letter in the mail has now transformed into sophisticated, high-tech deception. And for older adults, the risk has never been greater. This isn't just a matter of annoyance or inconvenience anymore. It's a matter of financial security, independence, and even peace of mind. Let me give you a reality check. In 2024 alone, seniors lost a staggering $4.8 billion to fraud. Yes, you heard that right. Billions of dollars stolen in just 1 year. And individuals between the ages of 50 and 59 lost an additional $2.5 billion. That means families, retirees, and older workers are being drained of their hard-earned money every single day. And remember, those are just the cases we know about. Experts say the real number is much higher because so many scams go unreported. Why? Because many victims feel ashamed, embarrassed, or afraid that their families will think they can't handle things on their own. But here's the truth you need to hear. You should never feel embarrassed. These scams are designed to trick even the smartest and most careful people. The criminals behind them are professionals. They train, they study, and they use every new tool, especially new technologies, to stay one step ahead. And that's exactly what makes today's scams more dangerous than ever. We are now living in a world where artificial intelligence can clone voices with frightening accuracy. Imagine answering the phone and hearing what sounds exactly like your grandson's voice, begging you for help because he's in trouble, or receiving a video message that looks like it came from your daughter, asking you to send money immediately. These tricks are not science fiction anymore. They're happening right now. Scammers can create fake websites that look identical to real ones, generate official-looking documents in seconds, and send messages so convincing that even experts need to take a second look. They don't just rely on old tricks like lottery calls or phony sweepstakes anymore. They're using AI, deepfakes, and psychological manipulation to target seniors at their most vulnerable moments, when they're alone, when they're afraid, or when they're trying to be helpful. And here's something important to understand. Scammers deliberately target older adults because they know you grew up in a time when trust meant something. When someone said they were from the bank or the government, you believed them. When someone knocked on your door with a smile, you welcomed them in. That trust, that good-hearted nature, is now being twisted into a weapon against you. That's why staying informed isn't just a good idea. It's absolutely necessary. Protecting your savings, your independence, and your peace of mind starts with knowledge. The more you know about how these scams work, the harder it is for them to succeed. And that's what this video is all about. Today, we're exposing 5 new and extremely dangerous scams that are spreading fast among seniors in 2025. Some of them might already be on your radar, but I promise you, others will surprise you. By the end of this video, you will not only understand how these scams operate, but you'll also know exactly what red flags to watch out for, what steps to take if you're targeted, and how to protect both yourself and the people you love. Because here's the truth. The scammers are getting smarter, but so can you. So stay with me until the very end, because the last scam we'll cover might be the most shocking of all. And knowing how it works could save you, or someone you deeply care about, from losing not just thousands of dollars, but also the confidence and freedom you deserve in your golden years. Are you ready? Let's begin. Scammers have always known that the fastest way to trick someone is to play with emotions. But now, with the rise of artificial intelligence, they have a terrifying new weapon: the ability to clone voices and faces with near-perfect accuracy. This isn't just about fake emails or poorly written texts anymore. This is about hearing your loved one's voice, clear as day, on the other end of the phone, begging you for help, or seeing what looks like a video message from your daughter, telling you she needs money urgently. For most people, the natural reaction is to act immediately, not question it. And that is exactly what scammers are counting on. How it works. Here's how this scam usually unfolds. A scammer starts by gathering bits of information about you and your family. Much of it is available online, on social media, public records, or even leaked data from past breaches. They learn names, ages, where family members live, maybe even recent events like a graduation or vacation. Next, they use AI-powered tools to clone a voice. With just a few seconds of audio, sometimes from a social media video or even a voicemail, They can recreate a voice so convincingly that you would swear it's real. Then comes the call. You answer, and suddenly you hear your grandson's panicked voice. "Grandma, it's me. I've been in an accident. I need money right now. Please don't tell anyone. Just help me." In that moment, your brain doesn't analyze, your heart reacts. That's the hook. Some scammers take it even further by sending deepfake videos that look like FaceTime calls or recorded clips of your loved one. The lips move, the expressions seem natural, and the voice matches perfectly. It feels real, for all practical purposes. Real example. In one widely reported case, a grandmother received a call that sounded exactly like her teenage grandson. He said he had been arrested while on a school trip and needed bail money. She was told to wire $9,000 immediately to secure his release. Fearing for his safety, she complied, only to later discover her grandson was safe at home, completely unaware. Stories like this are becoming alarmingly common. According to fraud experts, AI-enhanced impersonation scams are one of the fastest-growing threats to seniors in 2025. Why seniors are targeted? Scammers know that grandparents and older parents often have a deep instinct to help their loved ones, especially in emergencies. They rely on emotional urgency. Fear overrides rational thought. Isolation. Many seniors don't have someone nearby to confirm the situation before acting. Trust in family. When you hear the voice of someone you love, your guard naturally drops. This combination makes seniors particularly vulnerable. Red flags to watch for. Even though these scams feel real, there are warning signs if you know what to look for. The call comes out of the blue, often late at night or at an odd hour. The caller pressures you to act immediately, insisting you must send money now. They demand secrecy. Don't tell mom or dad, just help me. Payment is requested through unusual methods, wire transfers, gift cards, or cryptocurrency. How to protect yourself. The good news is that awareness and a few precautions can prevent disaster. Here's what experts recommend. Pause before acting. If you receive a call like this, resist the urge to act immediately. Scammers thrive on panic. Take a deep breath and slow down. Verify through another channel. Hang up and call your family member directly on their known number. If you can't reach them, call another trusted family member or friend to confirm. Set a family-safe word. Consider creating a secret phrase that only your family knows. In a real emergency, your loved one can use that phrase so you'll know it's truly them. Be skeptical of urgent money requests. Real emergencies rarely require secrecy and immediate wire transfers. If someone pressures you to send money fast, it's almost always a scam. Limit what you share online. The less personal information scammers can find about your family, the harder it is for them to create believable impersonations. Final thought on this scam. AI-powered impersonation scams are not just financial crimes. They are emotional attacks. They exploit your love, your trust, and your instinct to protect your family. And that is what makes them so dangerous. But here's the empowering truth. By learning how these scams work, you take away their power. You transform fear into caution, and caution into protection. When you pause, verify, and trust your instincts, you are no longer the easy target scammers are hoping for. For years, tech support scams have been around. Those little pop-ups that suddenly appear on your screen, claiming your computer is infected with viruses or hacked. In the past, many of them were clumsy, filled with spelling errors, and relatively easy to spot. But in 2025, this scam has evolved into something much more dangerous, powered by AI, enhanced with professional-looking branding, and reinforced with lifelike voices that seem to come from trusted companies. How the scam works. Imagine this. You're sitting at your computer, maybe checking your bank account, paying bills, or video calling a friend. Suddenly, your screen freezes and a large red warning message pops up. The text is urgent. Warning, your computer is infected with malware. Do not turn off your PC. Call Microsoft support immediately at this number, 1-800. It looks official. The logo at the top matches Microsoft's exactly. There's even an alarm sound blaring, adding to your stress. In panic, you dial the number. On the other end, a calm, professional voice answers. They may even introduce themselves as John from Microsoft Security Division. Their voice sounds polished, American accented, and reassuring. They walk you step by step through what seems like a fix. But here's the terrifying part. They're not fixing your computer. They're breaking into it. By asking you to download security software. They're actually installing malware or remote access tools. They may ask for your bank login to verify security, or they may demand payment upfront, $200, $500, even $1,000 for bogus virus removal services. And the scariest evolution? AI. Scammers are now using AI-powered text-to-speech voices that sound natural, empathetic, and professional. Some can even mimic the voice of customer service reps you've spoken with before. And thanks to generative design tools, the fake pop-ups look indistinguishable from real Microsoft, Apple, or even your bank's security alerts. Real-life example. In 2024, a woman in Tennessee reported that a pop-up on her laptop claimed she had been hacked and instructed her to call Microsoft immediately. When she did, the scammer pretended to be a technician and convinced her to grant remote access to her computer. Within hours, her bank accounts were drained of thousands of dollars. The Federal Trade Commission, FTC, and local news outlets like WBBJ-TV warned that these scams are exploding in sophistication, targeting especially older adults who may not know the difference between a real and fake system. Warning. Red flags to watch for. Even when the scam looks convincing, there are always clues. Pop-ups demand you call a number. Real tech companies don't do this. The message uses scare tactics. Do not shut down your computer or your files will be deleted. Payment is demanded via gift cards, wire transfers, or cryptocurrency. They ask you to install remote software like TeamViewer, AnyDesk, or Quick Assist. The cruelty of this scam isn't just in the money lost, it's in the emotional toll. Victims often feel embarrassed or ashamed afterward, blaming themselves for being fooled. But remember, these scams are designed to outsmart even tech-savvy people. They're built to hijack your fear response, not your intelligence. Final thought on this scam. AI-enhanced tech support scams are a perfect example of how technology can be used against us. What was once easy to spot has now become a sophisticated psychological attack, complete with fake branding, AI voices, and convincing urgency. But knowledge is your best armor. When you know that no legitimate company will ever demand you call them from a pop-up, you can shut down fear before it takes control. Remember, the moment a computer warning asks for money, secrecy, or immediate action, it's not protection. It's a scam. 3. Government and Medicare impersonation scams. Extended. Few things strike fear faster in the hearts of seniors than hearing from an official-sounding government agency. That fear is exactly what scammers weaponize. Using fake Medicare, Social Security, or Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, calls, texts, and emails to steal personal information and money. For years, phone-based impersonation scams have existed. But in 2025, they've been supercharged by AI. The result? A fraud wave that feels so authentic, even skeptical older adults are being fooled. How the scam works. It usually begins with an urgent robocall. Telephone receiver, this is the Medicare Benefits Office. Your Medicare number has been compromised and your coverage will be suspended unless you verify your account immediately. Please press 1 to speak with an agent. Or it might come as a text message. Envelope with arrow, your Social Security payments have been frozen due to suspicious activity. Click this link to restore access. Sometimes, an email arrives looking official, complete with government seals, case numbers, and official forms that require filling out sensitive details. And now, thanks to AI, scammers can clone voices of actual government employees or even past representatives you've spoken to. Generate perfectly written emails and letters without the typos that used to give scams away. Send fake websites with .gov lookalike addresses, like medicare-support-gov.com. Once contact is made, the agent uses authority and intimidation. They may claim you owe money for back benefits. They might threaten legal action, suspension of benefits, or even arrest if you don't comply. Or they dangle a fake reward. You're eligible for a new Medicare card, but you must confirm your Social Security number. The tactic is always the same. Create fear or urgency, then demand personal information or payment. A real-life case. In 2024, reports surged across multiple states of seniors receiving calls from supposed Medicare agents. One woman in Florida said she received a voicemail stating her Medicare coverage would be terminated within 48 hours unless she called back. When she did, the scammer asked for her full Social Security number, date of birth, and bank account routing information. claiming it was necessary to issue her a new secure Medicare card. Within days, her identity was stolen, her bank account drained, and fraudulent credit cards opened in her name. Why the scam works so well? Authority bias. Seniors are raised to respect government agencies. When someone says, "I'm from Medicare," many believe it instantly. Fear of losing benefits. Healthcare, Social Security, disability, all are lifelines. The thought of losing access triggers panic. Sophisticated AI impersonation. The voice on the phone sounds professional, empathetic, even official. The letters and emails look flawless. Isolation factor. Many seniors don't have someone to double-check with, so they take the message at face value. Red flags to watch for. Even the most realistic impersonation scams leave behind clues. Government agencies do not call, email, or text out of the blue demanding sensitive details. Medicare and Social Security will never threaten arrest or suspension for not responding immediately. Requests for payment via gift cards, wire transfers, or cryptocurrency are always a scam. Caller ID that says Social Security Administration or Medicare can be spoofed. Don't trust the display. How to protect yourself. Hang up immediately. If you get a suspicious call, hang up. Don't press numbers, don't engage. Verify directly. Call Medicare at 1-800 Medicare or Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 using numbers from official government websites, not from texts or emails. Never share sensitive information. Medicare, Social Security, or HHS will never ask for your Social Security number, banking details, or credit card number over the phone. Ignore threats. Government agencies do not suspend benefits without official mailed notices. Anyone threatening suspension or arrest is a scammer. Report the scam. File complaints with the FTC, ftc.gov, or the Social Security Office of Inspector General, oig.ssa.gov, to help stop the fraudsters. The emotional toll. What makes this scam especially cruel is the psychological manipulation. Older adults who worked hard all their lives depend on Medicare and Social Security. Losing benefits, or even believing they might lose them, causes extreme stress. Scammers exploit that vulnerability, forcing seniors into quick decisions. Victims often feel violated and humiliated afterward, betrayed not just by the criminals, but by the false belief that their government turned against them. Final thought on this scam. Government impersonation scams are perhaps the most dangerous because they strike at the heart of trust. Seniors believe they are safeguarding their benefits by complying, when in reality, they're handing their lives to criminals. But here's the truth. Medicare, Social Security, and other agencies don't operate this way. If someone pressures you, threatens you, or asks for personal details over the phone or email, it's not a protector, it's a predator. When in doubt, hang up, verify, and protect yourself. Because in the age of AI-enhanced deception, hesitation can be your greatest shield. 4. Lottery, sweepstakes, job and investment scams, extended. For many older adults, retirement brings both opportunity and uncertainty. Some look for part-time jobs to stay active, others explore investment opportunities to grow savings, and some just hope for a lucky break that could ease financial worries. Unfortunately, scammers know this, and they prey on those hopes with promises of wealth, security, or exciting new ventures. These schemes have been around for decades, but in 2025 they have evolved into something far more polished, convincing, and dangerous. How the scam starts. The first contact often arrives looking innocent, sometimes even uplifting. Lottery or sweepstakes notification, a letter, email, or even a phone call claiming, "Congratulations! You've just won $250,000 in our senior lucky draw sweepstakes." The message looks professional, complete with logos, signatures, and even fake legal disclaimers. Too good to be true job offer. Seniors searching for flexible, at-home work may find ads that say, "Work from home, earn $5,000 a month with no experience needed." The ad includes a sleek website, a professional recruiter, and testimonials, all AI-generated. Investment opportunity, online ads or direct messages promise guaranteed returns through crypto schemes, gold investments, or exclusive retirement funds. The websites look polished, and the pitch often comes via smooth-talking representatives who sound like seasoned financial advisors. Inheritance or charity fraud. Sometimes, the message claims, "You've been chosen to inherit from a distant relative," or "We're inviting you to be part of an exclusive humanitarian project." The approach varies, but the pattern is always the same. Lure seniors in with hope, excitement, or greed, then pull the rug out. The hook, what they ask for. Scammers rarely ask for everything up front. They know how to reel victims in gradually. Lottery and sweepstakes scams. Victims are told they must pay processing fees, taxes, or legal costs before their winnings can be released. They're urged to act quickly to avoid losing their prize. Job offer scams. Victims may be asked to buy starter kits, pay for training, or share Social Security and bank details for direct deposit. Some are tricked into being money mules, unknowingly laundering stolen funds. Investment schemes. Victims are pressured into transferring large sums of money with promises of extraordinary returns. At first, small profits may appear in fake dashboards to build trust.